So in the past, we've done a few videos discussing various aspects of the artist Kazi Lasso, who is probably roughly circa 1800, but then he was probably in his prime 1815 to 1830. Possibly, we don't have his exact dates. Now, in relation to Kazi Lasso, we do have a painting set up on Har, which belongs to the Tibet House Museum in New Delhi, and it's the incarnation lineage for Longdol Lama. Longdol Lama is a Gelugpa named, his real name is Ngawang Lobsang. He lived 1719 to 1794. A very important teacher of the 18th century. He was a student of Purbuchok and Nupling Lopam Pakpadundrup. Now, the name Longdol comes from a place where he spent a great deal of time meditating. It's a cave connected with the Kagyu teacher, Drukpa Kagyu teacher, Tsongpa Gyare. Now, we have a set of 7 paintings that are depicting the previous lives of Longdol Lama. Now, aside from these 7 paintings, we only know of one other painting. And the other painting may be a standalone or maybe a centerpiece for another set of incarnation paintings or life story paintings. We don't really know at this point. We don't know the context for it. So we have 2 paintings that depict Longdol Lama as he is, the historical Longdol Lama. Then we have a set of 7 paintings which include one of these depictions of Longdol Lama, along with, I guess we would have to say, 12 of his previous incarnations, which include notable figures such as the Mahasiddha Dombi Heruka and Marpa Lotsawa, the founder of the Kagyu school of Tibetan Buddhism. And there are a few others. There's also a Kalachakra Rigden, and there's a Kalachakra Rigden. Then we have also Serlingpa. So Serlingpa is very important. Serlingpa is the teacher of Atisha, who lived, he's called Serlingpa, it's not his name. It's because he lived in the island or the region of Serlingpa, and that's the Golden Isle. So this could be Malaysia or it could be Indonesia. But so Longdol Lama is regarded as a pre-incarnation, in one of his pre-incarnations as Serlingpa. Then we have Nyatri Chodak. And then we have a number of other figures. One of them is even female, likely a princess of some kind. We have always considered this to be a complete set because there wasn't a lot of study done on it. But actually, now that with a bit of time looking at it, we can actually say quite definitively that this is not a complete set. This is probably only a third or a quarter of the set of pre-incarnations of Longdol Lama, and we're missing quite a number. Now, we have not located the incarnation lineage list, the actual text. It's probably in his, most likely it will be contained in his 2-volume collected work. So we'll look for that, and then we'll be able to determine exactly how many paintings are missing by how many figures are not found in the 7 paintings that we currently have. But chronologically, the figures that we do have, we can only identify a few of them because unfortunately the digital images are not good enough that we can read all of the gold Tibetan inscriptions below. And we can't recognize all of them by iconography either. But the important thing here is to understand that it's a partial set of the incarnation lineage and pre-incarnation lineage of Longdol Lama, but it's also a set of paintings that we've recently identified as being painted by the famous artist Kazi Lasso. And he would have known him. It would have been the same time period. And Longdol Lama would be from Litang in southeastern Tibet. So he would certainly have been familiar with the Chamdo region and with Triap Monastery and with the important teachers of the time. So Longdol would be familiar, and Kazi Lasso would be familiar, being associated with the important Chamdo Gelug teachers of the time, and a painter for them. So we'll leave it there. It's just a bit of a correction to say that this is not a complete set, and we will do more research on it to see how many paintings should be in it, and we will also be on the lookout now for additional paintings that are in private collections or in monastery collections in the East that may belong to this particular set. So we'll leave it there. You can press like, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon. You can also join HAR on Patreon for free, and we do offer some videos and some updates and news updates on Patreon as well, without charge. You just have to become a member, but without pay. And you can also make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.